Times, Josh, we have some encouragingly eloquent dialogue between the King and Kenya.
Yeah, King Charles arrives in Kenya for his first Commonwealth visit as monarch that threatens to be overshadowed by controversy over colonial era abuses. But where that is actually coming from it's not like...
Well, we've seen the speeches in the news there. It looked like he confronted it. It looked like he got it out in the open. And the president, whose name escapes me, of Kenya.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. He seemed pretty happy with this as an initial salvo. Obviously, he would like to see some reparations.
I mean, look, there are people, who are calling for reparations and this unconditional, unequivocal public apology and whatnot. But that's coming from the Kenyan Human Rights Commission. There's no doubt that England Britain did some bad stuff back in the day when it came to the independence.
Exactly. It wasn't even that long ago, was it? This is possibly our most recent imperial atrocity.
5,000 Kenyans or like 10,000 people from this Kikuyu tribe were killed during this crackdown. So, not good stuff. And this 2013, the British government, UK government, agreed to pay about $3,000 to everybody.
But it's been a fairly affable meeting from what I could see, and they both spoke quite eloquently, Nicholas.
Yeah, the King's language was quite measured. Yes. He did acknowledge the dark, chapter, short of an apology, which I think would have been unnecessary.
Sorry seems to be the hardest word.
Yeah.
But that does always carry with it sort of certain financial implications, doesn't it?
Exactly. And where would you start with all the former colonies and territories? And which other colonial power had not to my knowledge,
History is a nightmare from which we are all trying to awaken.
And transitions can be messy. Just look at the U.S. retreat from Afghanistan, and that was planned, and they were allies.
Yes, I was quite impressed with the president's response as well, though. He actually seemed like he was, well, I don't know what to say, the bigger man, but he certainly wasn't going to try and kind of snap at him.
Because, after all, you don't want to embarrass your guest of honor.
No. Charles easing into it then in his 75th year. Good for him.